Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Week 12 of Season 17 of League 1 football. On this channel tonight, we've got the number 7 Navy Midshipmen at the number 24 SMU Mustangs. Later tonight on Blitzkrieg's channel, we've got the CMU Chippewas at, I don't remember off the top of my head. No, it doesn't say here. Okay, we'll find out that later tonight. So first, we're going to take a quick look here at the Mustangs and see what the midshipmen are up against this week. Martin Bird is injured and out, but Gordon Green has been playing for a couple of weeks and he's pretty good. He's not as quick, he's not as aware, but he's got other talents that matter, like the ability to pass. Powers is an impact player at 95, but as you see, he's a very fast halfback, and he actually gets more yards receiving at 47.9 than he gets rushing at 46.8. Johnson and Lee are solid fullbacks that don't see a whole lot of use. Thomas is an impact player. He gets 83 yards a game and has 9 touchdowns. He is a danger. They spread it around with 30 and 20. So they're making sure all those receivers get hit, as does Marcus Baker, the tight end, with 45. He's the he's actually the number 3 behind the number 1 receiver and the halfback. So number 1 receiver gets the most passing yards, halfback gets the second most passing yards, tight end gets the third most passing yards. So this is a team that passes a lot and has a lot of passing offense. Their offensive line is decent across the board: 85, 83, 89, 80, 92. So the couple of weaker spots at the guard positions, but they're well covered by excellent players to their left and right. The defense is a bit weak up front at 82, 86, 86, 80 if they do a 4-man front, but they don't have a whole lot of depth to do a 4-man front. As you see, a middle linebacker, a left end, and a middle linebacker are the last 3 places on the D-tackle depth chart. Their strength of the defense is the linebacking core. Long is a 92 with 90 speed and 80 awareness. Wilson is 95. And Coleman is an 83 impact player. The first 2 corners in Nixon and Harper are very good. Hall and McBride not quite as good. Ewing bringing up the rear as the 5th corner. And that's an important detail, as we see that Woods is an impact player and pretty good especially for a sophomore. But the junior, John Davis, is injured, so McBride is going to play there, meaning when they put in 4 corners, the 4th corner in that left slot usually is going to be a linebacker. So we'll see if we can't take advantage of that during the game. Solid 93 kicker, should take most of the kicking duties, as the punter is young and unseasoned. And those are the SMU Mustangs. They're a solid-looking team with a lot of high-powered offense. And Navy midshipmen will just have to see what we can do about that. Thanks for joining us as we get kicked off. I'm going to turn this over now to the voice of midshipman football, Coach Spector. Coach.
Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to another exciting edition of League 1 college football. This is a big-time rivalry and an exciting affair in American Conference play. We'll be coming to you live from Dallas, Texas, the side of this football game, where the midshipmen have won one time in overtime in Dallas against the Mustangs. This top 25 matchup features 299 offenses and Navy with a slight edge on defense, giving them a slight edge in overall. You see there, Navy 22nd in points scored, 7th in points allowed, number 2 in the nation against the run, and 3rd in overall defense. Meanwhile, SMU possesses the 12th ranked passing attack. 36 points per game puts them at 22nd in the nation. And defensively, their only relative strength is 59th ranked rushing defense. Some visiting prospects today for SMU, and there you see the best players, the halfback, middle linebacker, and kicker for the Mustangs. As mentioned, Powers just a little bit stronger in the air than on the ground. Wilson certainly threatening from the middle linebacker position. Meanwhile, Rawls, the kicker for Navy, leads the way for the midshipmen, as well as Hardy and Carter on the offensive line. A couple of 97 offensive linemen looking to pave the way for the Navy ground game today. Injuries, as covered earlier, Bird, the quarterback, out with a broken tailbone for another 4 weeks. And Davis, the strong safety, out for the rest of the season. He'll be affecting the secondary on defense for the Mustangs. Coming to you from a wet and rainy Gerald Ford Stadium here in Dallas, the 38th President of the United States.
That's going to do it for us. Thanks for checking out the pregame show.
The only president not elected
football action coming right at you.
to
Brad and Kirk on
president
the call.
or vice
David
president.
and I are back at halftime.
We see some fans there in the end zone braving the mud on that hillside.
See how these two teams play in this game as they prepare for the opening kickoff.
Last-minute adjustments being made by Coach Ninja.
Nice kick, plenty of distance. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback.
Final
And
game
maybe
for
we'll
these
be kicking
seniors
off.
on their
They'll
home
get the
field.
ball to
Some
start
will
the
get
second
to
half.
next level and play some more football. Others, they'll be putting the helmet on for the final time.
And we are underway here in Dallas.
So let's see what the offense can do as they come out onto the field.
51, Mike 51.
Pass complete and taken down immediately. Alston gains about 4 yards there.
Out onto the field they come. It's a three-man front for Navy. Shotgun silverback set for the Mustangs. Back pass is Green and throws to the right to Alston. Nate Alston picks up 4 yards on the first play of action,
Nice looking play that time.
making it 2nd and 6. And the Mustangs are going to go no huddle today.
Recognition by the quarterback to find a hot receiver.
Green gets the snap, drops back, and over the middle to Alston. Alston picks up another gain, this time 21 yards. It's going to be a first down for the Mustangs. Out to about the midfield.
Best friend is a receiver he can count on to catch the ball every time he drops back to pass.
Staying with the no huddle, Green back to pass, looking, and to the left side, hits McCall towards the sideline. He breaks a tackle and gets tackled quickly thereafter. Gain of 16 yards. Chris McCall with his first catch of the day. That puts the ball at the 54-yard line of the midshipman. Green drops back, looks, and takes off running and gets 6 yards on the carry. Looks like everybody was covered. And they stay with single back set.
Great effort by the wide receiver. And not to take
Green
anything
drops
away
back
from the
and hits
quarterback,
Cooley
but
over the middle.
wide
Cooley
receiver
breaks the
made
tackle,
this
and the
play.
second tackle, he's into the end zone on a 28-yard touchdown play. And on the first drive of the ball game, Southern Methodist University takes the 6-point lead.
SMU with a 6-point lead. He makes the PAT. Let's check in with Reese Davis in the studio.
Wait till you see what just happened in Greenville. This was a tight one to the very end. Love's execution in the passing game was a big factor as he threw for more than 100
Extra point is up and good. It's 7-0 Southern Methodist.
27-24.
Navy set to receive the kickoff for their opening drive.
Williams.
In other American Conference action, East Carolina gets the win by 3 over Tulsa.
Great kick.
Apparently, Tulsa's had several close losses this year. They gave Navy a game earlier in the season.
The 19-yard line.
East Carolina
Staff and their
goes to
fans have heard
6-4
all week
on the
long
result.
quarterback's going to play terribly on the road. I think their staff's got them ready to prove them wrong right now.
I think this staff really has rallied this entire team around some of that
Cannon
negative
underneath it,
talk. I think
and
they
he's
believe
out
in their guy,
to
that he
about
can go on the
20-yard
road,
line.
make the plays and lead them to a big
And
victory.
freshman
You
Peter
know,
Moss,
sometimes when you hit
who's
some
had an
adversity
excellent year
like
so
that,
far,
you see
comes
teams
out to
circle the
lead
wagons.
the
I
offense.
really believe this week they've done a
Ball
great
started at
job
the
of doing
19
that.
yard.
Now they just have to go out and execute the plan and go out and win this game.
There's a strike complete. He's down. And for Henry, he's caught as many passes in his time here as anyone ever has.
I bet they're going to miss him as a target.
Just
when he moves
inside
on.
20 is where
You
they
get
mark
used to
it.
having
It's
such a
5
reliable
receivers out on the
receiver on
field
your
for the
side.
Midshipmen. 3-3-5 front. Back goes Moss looking and hits Henry. G. Henry is tight end, picking up 4 yards on Navy's
From their
first
own
play.
24-yard
Now going to
line.
be second
down.
midshipmen.
Oklahoma!
Got some open field.
Single back set,
Gets
11
out to
personnel
around
for
the
Navy.
32.
Green in the
Moss is
backfield,
in a
Wesley
running here
Green,
for
the
a
starting
prestigious
tailback.
Award, Herbie, but
He doesn't want to think about that right now. He's got to stay focused and keep the task at hand in front of him, and that's winning the ball game.
It's the read option. Moss is off and running. He's got the first down and a couple more. It's up 8 on the carry. It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 32-yard line on Navy.
From their own 32-yard line. First down.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
And they make the stop right around the 40.
They break the huddle. Navy in the shotgun split big. They've got power back Joe Bright alongside Wesley Green there in the backfield, and 2 tight ends out on the football field. They option it up the gut to Bright, and he gets 8 yards on first down. Going to be 2nd and short for the Middies.
Around the 43-yard line. First down, pick up.
Staying with 2 tight
You can
ends,
see how
I don't know
comfortable this
information.
guy
Moss
is with
under
that
7.
football in his arms.
Moss takes the snap, hands it off up the gut to Bright.
Gets it out quickly. He's tackled at the 45-yard line. And a nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, the defense gambled a bit here and came with the blitz, and a quarterback
It's
showed
3 on that
tremendous
carry. The
by
ball
making
now
a
out to
good
the
read and delivered a
43-yard
nice
line.
ball to the open man.
From the 45-yard line, it's first down.
Single back set, 11 personnel. Moss in shotgun. 3-3-5 defense for Southern Methodist. Moss drops back, looking, and out of the field hits Wesley Green out in the right spot, and he's got the first down to come more out to about the 43-yard line of the Mustangs.
And down he goes at the 31.
That's a nice job by the quarterback to pitch the ball, and it got him a first down.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Shotgun split big now, facing off against the 3-3-5 under for the Mustangs.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Moss gets the pitch off to Green. He's out on the edge. Spin move gets an extra 4 yards. They'll call it a 14-yard gain at the first set of downs for the midshipmen. As they matriculate the ball down the field, they now have possession at the Mustangs' 31-yard line here on their opening drive, about halfway through the first quarter. 4:25 and counting on the clock. Twin tight end set, eye tight formation, ball under center.
They're about 4 yards away.
Up the gut to Bright.
Second down.
Bright finds 6 yards to work with. Going to be 2nd and 4. 26-yard line for 3:49 on a moving clock.
The middle for a nice game. They're really putting a nice drive together right now.
And it seems right now this defense is having a hard time guessing what the offense is up to.
Uh, 11 personnel for Navy. 3-3-5 looks to be SMU's modus operandi. Moss on the read option, keeps it, cuts inside, picks up 7. Another first down to the midshipmen. They are in the red zone now. Some coaches like to call it the green zone, put a little positive spin on it.
Play here and run support by the linebacker. The big guys up front took away the running lanes, and he was able to get through for a loss.
Here's play number 10 on the drive.
Back to the shotgun split big. SMU moving around before the snap. And Moss keeps it. Doesn't find much room. Picks up maybe a half yard. We'll call it no gain. Now going to be second and long from the 19.
At the 2-yard line. That makes it first and goal.
Back to the eye tight they go. Moss on a play action pass, goes for Reggie Henry, the tight end, makes the catch. He was fairly well covered and a couple of defenders near him, but the pass was on target, right in between the defenders. And the secure hands of Reggie Henry make the catch, hang on to the ball after contact, and it's first and goal for midshipmen. 2-yard line is where the ball is spotted. They return to the 8-yard huddle. Come up with their next plan of attack.
And this is the 12th play of the drive.
First and goal. It looks to be about 18 inches from pay dirt. On normal, up the gut to Bright. He's met by defenders. Dan Bray on the tackle. Now going to be second and goal from the 2.
Well, these days you've got safeties playing up close to the line of scrimmage, almost like a fourth linebacker. The only way that you can keep them from cheating up is to take some chances downfield.
Second as they break the huddle.
This is the 13th play of this drive.
Great option keeper. Moss loses 3 on the play. Defense looked to be looking for the read option there. They had it well covered in all directions. And it's now going to be third and goal from the 4-yard line.
So this entire group functions so well as a unit, and you saw it on that touchdown. Very good team effort.
Stingleback set. Wesley Green in the backfield.
Will be tied with the extra point. He splits the uprights with the extra point.
Moss drops back and finds Green at the half-yard line, and he finds pay dirt a step later. We are an extra point away from a tie football game here in the closing second quarter.
He sends this one deep. And they can forget about returning this one.
To get those out of the back of the end zone handily. And it's going to be first and 10 on the 25-yard line as the Mustangs begin their second possession.
Every possession is likely to matter. Pulls it in, first down, and he's knocked out of bounds. scrambling around. And for Parker, that sack was his 5th of the year.
I'll tell you what, this guy seems to give maximum effort on every play. He is so hard to keep off the quarterback.
On the first down play, it's a 15-yard reception by Chris McCall.
From their own 38-yard line.
And back to no huddle
It's
they
second
go.
down.
23 seconds on the clock. SMU with one halfback. Green takes
So
off
the end of
and
one.
gets
We
stumbled.
get a tie game at 7-7.
Loses 2 on the sack. Going to be 2nd and 12. Ran into his halfback, turned over his legs there. And that could be the final play of the first quarter as SMU goes back to the huddle.
And we welcome you back to the action here. And
Pistol
we have
formation.
got a tight one going
They're
on
not going to get the
quarter
play
number
off. We go now to the second frame. Deadlock at 7.
Quick strike to the receiver. And he's taken down around the 44-yard line. And he's hit before he can go anywhere.
It's
After
not
the
easy
ball
to
sits,
stop.
it's second
The
down,
quarterback
12
hit his
yards
man
to
on
go.
an out route, and the defender was in man coverage. As a defender in man coverage, you
Drops back
cannot get
and
deep,
finds
and
Thomas.
As a result, the underneath routes are going
Pat
to be there.
Thomas
As
with
you
a
can
19-yard
see, it worked
catch.
out great for the
His
offense
first
as
catch
they
of the
were
day.
looking for a new set of downs.
First and 10 Mustangs.
Close to being intercepted.
Boy, a golden opportunity missed by the defense. That was a sure interception only to be dropped.
Green drops back, looking, and finds Alston late. Nate Alston picks up 12. The defense
Second
unable to
down and
cause
10 to
enough
go.
pressure on that play.
Ball on the
And
32.
this time, left Green enough opportunity to find another option.
He goes out of bounds at the 24.
Green going deep. It's deflected. Paul Manson got a couple of mitts on it. Unable to make the catch for the interception. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 32-yard line.
Under heavy pressure. That's a great tackle at the 21.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Shotgun single back. Green drop out the right sideline. Finds Nate Alston. 8 yards. Going to be
Wow,
3rd
that's the
down.
first
2
down
yards
catch.
to go.
Nice play to set up 1st and goal.
That makes it 1st and goal.
Green rolls and then takes off. And he got the first down, not by much. Picks up 3.
Flips it middle to the running back. Touchdown.
Defenders were
Mustangs.
there. Made contact just before the marker, unable to bring him down in time. Now Cooley on the left side on the slant. John Cooley with a 16-yard catch inside the 10. That's his second catch of the day, including the 28-yard touchdown earlier. Gives him 2 for 44 and a touchdown.
76-yard drive. And the result, 7 points.
You know, when you can throw the football as well as these guys can, you don't necessarily always have to have a balanced attack.
Green
because
drops
we're
back.
so proficient in throwing the ball.
Looking and flings it to Powers, the halfback, and Powers, Brian Powers, picks up the 5-yard touchdown.
Boy, the two
SMU
offensive
retake
coordinators have to be
lead.
loving this. In fact, you can look
Gordon
over at our
Green,
booth
the
next to us
replacement
and see
quarterback
how
so
much they're
far,
enjoying
10 out of
it with a
11
big smile on
passing.
their face.
And
The
SMU has scored
defensive coordinators,
touchdowns on their
the other
opening
hand,
2
might be looking
drives.
for a pink slip on Monday.
There hasn't been too much daylight between these two teams. In games like this, some players try to press too much, and that can cause mistakes. Tackle made.
Goes into the end zone, right bends the knee.
Navy's got a guy behind center.
Navy
who
will
can
take
really
over for
do it
their
all.
second
He's
possession.
a dual threat. He can hurt
Look
you
to
with his feet and his
respond
arm.
in
With
turn.
This guy, it's PYP. Pick your poison. It's 2nd and 8. Ball on their own 27.
Shotguns big. Moss audibles at the line of scrimmage.
Slings it. Brought down at the 32.
Takes off. He picks up 2 yards on the carry.
Yard line. That makes it 3rd and 3.
Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
27-yard line to marker. Shotgun single back set. 11 personnel committees. Moss drops back and out of the backfield hits Green. Green picks up 5.
He's to the 40.
It'll be
He's
3rd
taken
down, 3
right around
yards
the
to go.
46-yard line.
14 yards. First down.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. He's going to try and scramble.
32-yard line, 3rd down, 3 to go.
He's going to take off.
This quarterback is tough as nails, Brad. He's going to sit in that pocket and give himself a chance. The only problem is, at some point, you've got to have a feel, almost that sixth sense of
Henry
when
makes
to
the
get out
catch.
of there and avoid
First
the
and
pressure,
10.
or just to throw the ball before you get hit.
No huddle, go midshipman.
From their own 46-yard line. 2nd down.
Moss drops back, rolls. And it's incomplete.
Hits him hard. The 39-yard line.
The defenders played the snap count perfectly. He found the path into the
Moss
backfield.
got to the line of
Didn't let the
scrimmage
quarterback get
and
away.
looked like he threw it right at the last second. His commentators suspects that that was not necessarily the intended outcome of that play.
So another
Single back
3rd
set,
down here,
2nd and
and this
10.
time it's 3rd and long. They come out in a 5-wide set.
Stacked. Down goes Peter Moss for a loss of 7 yards. Going to be 3rd and long now. 17 yards to go as Sean Hudson breaks through the
Now
line
scrambling.
with a spin move there
And
on
he's
the
sacked.
guard.
Down he goes
Got
again.
You know, the offense
there, and
might
Moss,
want to make an
unable to get rid of the
adjustment.
ball,
You might
goes
want
down
the
to
running
turf
backs help out in pass
for the loss
protection.
of 7.
You don't want this young guy getting tentative and making mistakes.
Third and 17. They're in the
Sack
5
makes this
receiver
a
set.
4th and very long. Mason is back awaiting the punt.
Moss drops back, looking, rolls, and he goes down for
He
another
puts it
sack. This
away,
time it's a
and
loss
there's
of
no
11.
hang time on this one.
Going to be 4th down,
Mason
28
fights at the
yards to
33.
go as
He's
Prince
pushed out of
Fountain
bounds at about the 41.
able to track him down. Moss unable to find the edge there. Some green space out in front of him. But just got tripped up a little bit.
With 1 quarter down, I really haven't seen too much separation between these two squads. Might be neck and neck the whole way. SMU up 7 points. Gains his way to the 49-yard line.
Caught by Mason on the run. It's 9 yards on the return. SMU's going to take over possession at their own 41-yard line. There's about just a little bit under 5 minutes to go in the first half here.
And they make the stop at about the 47-yard line.
If these defenders continue to exploit the O-line like that, it's going to be a long day for this running back.
Powers on the carry. Picks up 7. 2nd down, 3 to go.
3rd down, 5 yards to go. Ball on their own 47.
They give the Powers on the left side, and the Navy defense is there. They tackle him for a loss of 2. Mike Parrish on the play. Now going to be 3rd down, 5 yards to go.
Makes it to the 34.
Pistol set from SMU. Green drops back. Out to the left to Cooley. He makes first down catch and a couple more into Navy territory at about the 43, 44-yard line of the midshipmen.
He's tackled around the 27-yard line.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Pistol set. They give up the gut to Powers. Picks up a block. Breaks the tackle. The second man gets him, but not before he gains 11 on just his 3rd carry of the ballgame.
He's hit and taken down.
A quick pass into the bubble screen. Thomas the catch, breaks the tackle, falls forward, picks up 7 on the play.
And down he goes. The
That's just
9-yard
the
line.
2nd catch of the day for Patrick Thomas. 2nd and 3 is the result. Green out to the left to McCall. Finds Chris McCall for the 5-yard catch. Press him down for SMU. About 3.5 minutes here in the 2nd quarter. Clock running. Players running to the line of scrimmage. Alston on the flag route. Nate Alston picks up 13 yards. Going to be 1st and goal now from about the 9-yard line. Man in motion. Here's the snap. The far left sideline, John Cooley picked up 6. Going to be 2nd and goal from the 3. And they will go to the huddle this time.
Touchdown, SMU!
Shotgun single back. It's an option play.
He makes the
Defense
PAT.
all over it. Gordon Green
So a
has
10
no
play,
gain.
59-yard
Going
drive.
to be 3rd and goal from the 3. No huddle here
That was a technical
from the
call.
Mustangs.
But
They want to
did a
keep
really
going.
good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
So our score.
You give
21-7.
Powers up the gut.
He makes it to the 18
4 yards and the score.
First half has been impressive. And that's the way
SMU
he's
put
played
another
quarterback
6 on the
all season
board,
long,
and
in
it's
this
4 to
first
7
half,
away
too.
in the extra
Right
point.
now, he needs some help.
You're 3
I think
minutes
he's about
left in
ready
the
to go to
first half.
sideline and start kicking some fannies.
I think he better, Brad. I think you're right. He's playing well enough for this team to win, but unfortunately they're losing. They still have a lot of football left to go, and I'm with you. I think one way to try to get this team to turn it around is he's going to have to provide that leadership, maybe challenge him a little bit on the sideline, and definitely at halftime. And try
There's
to
the
get him ready
kickoff,
to go in the second half.
a yard and a half into the end zone. Wright brings it out. He's at the 15, the 20, almost to the 20. Brought down after a 20-yard return at about the 18, 19-yard line. That's where Navy will take over. They have all 3 timeouts, 2:52 to work with, down by 2 scores.
Fires quickly. He's got the tailback on another catch.
Gain of 3 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Moss drops back.
They're about 4
Out to the
yards
right.
away here
Picks
on
up
3rd
Wesley
down.
Green for 3. No huddle now for Navy.
And he's tackled right away. Richards picks up 7
That's
yards with
misses
that
Moss
catch.
and finds
This
Green
gunslinger
again.
hasn't missed a receiver yet
4
on this
yards
drive.
this time. Going to be 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
5 wide.
Eat.
3rd and 4. Including the tight end, there's 5 receivers on the field, although
And
he's bunched in
tackled
tight.
right around midfield.
Really, there's not much more the defense could do there.
Moss
They've had
looking,
outstanding
finds
coverage.
Richards,
That was
Vince
just good
Richards.
execution from the
Picks
quarterback,
up
making the right
7
throw, and
on the
receiver
slant
going up to
route
make
from
the
left
catch.
to right
The
across your
quarterback
radio
in the
dial.
gun with 5
1st and
receivers.
10 from the 31-yard line.
They bring the quarterback down. So they sent the safety on the blitz, and he'll get credit for the sack.
5 wide receivers now as Reggie Henry splits out to the slot position. Moss drops back, goes for Henry, and he's caught it in heavy traffic. Picks up 19 on the play, a huge gain for the Navy offense. Stay with 5 wide set.
So the sack makes this a 2nd and long.
Moss drops back. And he's going to go down for another sack. It's a 10-yard loss this time. Navy forced to use their first time out. Now it's going to be 2nd down and a long way to go, 20 yards from their own 40-yard line. There's about 1:33 on the clock.
At about the 33-yard line.
Well, they found some seams in the coverage there. Let's see if the defense makes any adjustments to counter.
Navy's enjoyed their brief respite. They break the huddle now at the 40-yard line.
First down. They'll
Moss
spread the
drops
field
back,
with 5
looking,
wide.
going way deep to Henry. He's got another first down, another huge catch by Reggie Henry, this time 28 yards, converts 2nd and 20 on the play.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Reggie Henry, a favorite target of Peter Moss. Five wide receivers.
Now he tries to buy some time. And he's taken down.
Moss
around the 19-yard
looking.
line.
Caught by Henry, and he's tackled after a 7-yard gain.
The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation.
2nd and 3 now. 5 receivers.
And he's
Shotgun
hit
set.
Wilson brings him down at the 11-yard line. That makes it 2nd and 2.
Moss
They
takes
come
the
out
snap,
in an
drops
empty
back,
backfield.
rolls to his left. He's off and running. Taken down, but not before he gets the first down. It's a 7-yard gain. And now Navy goes no huddle with 1:07 on the clock.
And a nice catch by the receiver for the touchdown.
Anytime you're near the red zone, you got to keep an eye for this guy. They love going to him
Moss
down
dropping
here.
back and finds Henry. He was bumped off of his route initially, but faith by Peter Moss allowed him to release the football before he was completely free, and Henry was able to get free
And he
in
converts the extra
time
point.
when the ball arrived. Now the slant route to Fuller. B.J. Fuller, 11 yards from touchdown. Touchdown, midshipman.
Navy lines
That
up for
makes
the
it
kickoff.
21-14, awaiting the extra point.
Nice kick, plenty of distance. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. A touchdown was the end result of their last drive. The Falcons moved the ball very well in the passing game. As long as this quarterback has time to throw, guaranteed that he'll find an open man.
Kickoff. Ball kicks out of the back of the end zone. It goes to the upright. That's the Rouge in the CFL.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 41. SMU is
44
up to
ticks
score.
on the clock. SMU has their full complement of timeouts. They line up in a pistol set. Powers in the backfield with 4 receivers spread out. Takuli on the right side picks up 16 yards. Timeout
Under heavy
by
pressure.
SMU.
He airs it out. Picked off. It's the cornerback.
It looked like the pass was sailing out of reach, but he just climbed the ladder and made a spectacular interception.
Green in a shotgun set. He's got a halfback on the weak side. 4 receivers otherwise. Green drops back. Looking. Way deep. And it's intercepted by Bellamy. tackled
They'll
at the
line up at
10.
the 11.
He took a chance
It's first down.
downfield. It was double coverage. And one of those two Navy defenders makes the play on the ball as Bellamy comes down with it. It's going to be Navy football.
He gets out to
They
about
have
the
2
12-yard line.
timeouts and 32
there's a penalty on
seconds
the
left.
play. Let's see who it's on.
Holding offense. Still first down.
Brett goes up the gut on the carry.
They line up at the 6.
Holding
First
against
down.
the offense.
Zips it to the back. Brought down around the 10-yard line.
30 seconds on the clock, maybe with 2 timeouts. First and 14 on their own 6.
That'll bring up second and 11. A pitch, and he's got some room. Brought down after a nice run up the middle. We've still got a half of football
Good
remaining.
big.
The Mustangs with a touchdown
Quickly
lead.
out to Green. Green makes the tackle for 3. Going to be second down and 11. No interest in calling a timeout by Navy.
Presented by
Looks
Nissan.
like they're going to be
Innovation
content to go into the
that excites.
halftime here,
David
trailing
Gates,
by a
I'd like her
touchdown.
in the studio as always to lend a little perspective to what just went down in the first 30 minutes. What a terrific first half. This is everything we
Moss
anticipated
on the
this
pitch to
game
Green.
being.
Green
And
tackled
we're
short
going
of the
to be
first
riveted
down.
into
That's going to
this
be the
game, I
last
feel
play of the
like,
first
David, in the
half.
second half.
The score at
Anticipating
the
a
break,
terrific
SMU leads
It's
21 to
fun.
14
living
here
up
in
to the hype
Dallas.
every single time. We can't even turn the channel.
We'll
We got it on
pause
the
for
big
station
screen on the
identification
60 inch.
at a
Yes,
6-minute
it's quite nice, by
halftime,
the way, too. The weather's
and
nice
be
warm.
back
It's
in
beautiful.
just a
Got some
few.
chips. We're opening them up a little bit, but great game, living up to the hype. It definitely feels like both teams are evenly matched. It feels like it can go either way. It feels like it's going to come down to the wire. And the only thing I hope it doesn't come down to is a kicker. Please don't come down to a kick in the end. Both these teams playing great D, playing great O, physical, pounding on each other, making big plays. Don't come down to a finesse kick by like a soccer player, please.
We've done what we can do here at halftime. Time to get you back out to the second half. We'll keep an eye on everything going on in college football. Brad Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit ready with a call.
Some halftime stats here for you. SMU with 226, Navy with 177. Both teams with about 30 on the ground. Both teams a high success rate of passing. One turnover, the bomb right before the half by SMU. Navy leading the time of possession.
All right, Reese and David, thanks, guys. Second half action just about ready to start here. He really got a hold of that kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchdown.
Second half set to get underway now, and Navy will receive the kickoff with an opportunity to tie the football game.
This deficit can be easily overcome, sure. But they have to be thinking if they don't get something going
That
on
means
this
they'll
series,
take over
the
at
burden
the
is gonna be
25-yard
felt by
line.
the defense.
Navy out of the huddle with the spread set.
Got his man. Can't tack on any yardage.
Nixon with the tackle at the 31-yard line. That'll make it
Moss
2nd and
drops
4.
back, looks to his left, finds Reggie Henry. He's tackled after 6. Going to be second and
So it's
4.
second down now, and they need about
That puts
4
Reggie
yards to
Henry
pick
over
up the
100
first.
yards for the day. Second and 4, Navy single back step.
He's tackled right around the 34.
Call it a gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Moss takes the snap, goes with the read up, out to the right side, picks up the T, going to be 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1.
Third down, 1 yard to go as they break the huddle.
And down he goes, right around the 36-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards. First down.
And to give up the gut to Green. Green gets enough of the first down, a 2-yard gain. Fresh set of downs for the midshipman on just Green's 3rd carry of the day. Looks big.
Gains about 5 yards on the option play.
Green and Bright in the backfield.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Moss takes the snap out to the left side and picks up 6 before being tackled. Going to be 2nd down, 4 yards to go.
They're about 4 yards away here on 2nd down. Tackled after a decent pickup.
That's a gain.
2nd and 4, 5:55 on the clock and running. Moss making machinations at the line of scrimmage.
From their own 46-yard line. First down.
The result of the play gets the ball right near midfield. 1st and 10 now, 5:22 and running.
And he's tackled at the 44-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards. That'll make it 2nd and inches.
It's second down, and they're about the length of the football from the first down marker.
Going to be second down and inches from the SMU 44-yard line. 4:43 and counting off clock.
By the offensive line. They're doing a good job of neutralizing the defensive front, and it's allowed them to move the ball down the field.
Tight formation, Moss under center. Up the gut to Bright. Through the A-gap on the left side. Picks up 5 yards. 39-yard line, the marker.
This is the 8th play of this drive.
We're approaching the halfway mark of the third quarter here on Navy's opening drive of the second half. They trail by 7, but have the football.
At about the 25-yard line.
The option's one of the more difficult plays to defend. The defense went after the quarterback, which left the running back with plenty of room.
They break the huddle in the shotgun split big. Moss gets the pitch to Green out to the left side. Spin move picks up an extra couple yards. They'll call it 13 when it's all said and done.
It's the
Green averaging 9 yards a carry on 4 tote. 25-yard line is where the ball rests. 3:55 and moving.
And they get nice yardage on that run.
Gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
Bright up the gut. Picks up 4. Navy goes no huddle. They'll stay with the shotgun split big.
Gets out to about the 21.
No gain. 3rd down.
From the 21-yard line, it's 3rd down.
Moss on the keeper. No gain on the play. Now it'll be 3rd down. 6 yards to go as Maurice Coleman able to make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Third and 6.
He's hit immediately. Green picks him up about 3 yards with the catch.
At the 18-yard line. That brings up 4th and 3.
In the backfield next to Moss. Peter Moss surveys the field. Takes the snap,
So it's
drops
4th
back.
down, and the offense is still on the field.
Tackled immediately.
So an
It'll be
empty
4th
backfield
and
with 5 wide
3.
receivers. Slings it. Tackle made around the 11-yard line.
It'll be a roll of the dice here on 4th down. 4th and 3. Navy breaks the huddle. Moss drops back and finds Fuller for the first down. B.J. Fuller picks up 7. And Navy continues to move the football.
From the 11-yard line, it's 1st down. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield.
That's a loss of 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
2 tight ends set for the midshipmen.
This is the 14th play of this drive.
Yards to go. Coleman again on the tackle.
The defense opponents got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think
13
they've been
yards.
a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it
Navy
paid
breaks
off
the
with an
huddle.
incompletion.
They stay with the two tight ends step here on 2nd and long.
From the 13-yard line, it's 3rd down. They come out of
Play
an
action
empty
pass,
backfield.
and Moss is lucky to get rid of the football. He was under heavy pressure. Now going to be 3rd and long on the 13-yard line. 3rd and 12 to be exact. Technically, Navy can get a first down if they get the ball inside the 1-yard line without scoring.
Tackled at the 1-yard line. A nice looking play that time.
Well,
5
defense was
receivers
blitzing
on the
here, and
play.
again, great recognition by the quarterback to find the hot receiver.
Moss dropping back, looking, and finds Richards. And it is exactly what happens.
First
They
down.
get the first
First and
down
goal. They're
inside the
gonna go play
1-yard
action
line
inside
on
the
the
5.
underneath
Here's the
route
time
to
to do
Vince
it.
Richards.
And the goal line
All he
defense
does is
digging
get
in here.
first downs.
Touchdown, Navy. And a halfback took it in for the score.
Yep, he punched that in from a short distance. He had great blocking up front on that play.
Moss under center in the I
Be
formation.
tied with the extra point.
To give up the gut to Bright, and he finds
He
pay
splits
dirt.
the uprights with the
The
extra
4th
point.
down pays
Still in the
off,
studio
and
for the
Navy
Sweet
connects the
Davis
point away
update.
from tying the football game.
The Bulls enter today's game ranked number 12 in the country, hoping to prove they belong in the top 10. The Bulls strike through the air, getting into the end zone for a touchdown. Plenty of scoring, but we might as well go 0-0, tied at 28.
And for Navy, they've really got to win this ball game now if that score holds up. Rome looks ready to kick this one off. Nice kick, plenty of distance. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. Navy's coaches just got to be happy. I love the coaching here.
I think these coaches love the coaching for a guy like this. Another great performance by him individually and for his offense.
A lot of times you'll see teams start to clinch up a little bit when games stay close well into the second half. You need to stay loose, doing what you've been doing all week in practice, and execute when it's time. And he's going to be sacked. So at the end of 3, 21-21 ball game.
6 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter here in the pouring rain from Gerald J. Ford Stadium. Green drops back. Breaks a tackle. Is eventually sacked on the right side of the field. That's going to end the 3rd quarter. We go to the 4th, deadlocked at 21 here in the Lone Star State.
Back in this very pivotal 4th quarter.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
He's taken down at the 32.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's calm down. Let's go, let's go. Hey, shift,
Quick
Green
throw,
looking
got his man
out to
again.
the left side to
Down,
Alston.
the 36
Alston
yard
picks
line.
up 8. It'll be 3rd and 3 as the Mustangs go back to the no huddle.
They'll bring him down around the 35-yard line.
That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Finds Alston, and forward progress gives him the first down. 1st and 10 for SMU out to the 42-yard line.
2nd down and 11 yards.
Give
to
up the gut to Powers.
Ball on the 35-yard
Defense
line.
ready on just Powers' 5th carry of the day. The loss of 1, going to be
And he's
2nd
taken
down and
down
11 from the
at
35.
44. Brought down after a nice run up the middle.
Thomas on the catch for 9 yards. Going to be another 3rd and short here. No huddle they go.
Has it to the senior. He's tackled right around
11
the 38
personnel.
yard line.
Give to Powers, and he's got the first down and a few more. 6 yards. Green drops back.
He's
Out to the left side to McCall. McCall's got the first down. 1st and 10 on the 12-yard catch in Navy territory now at the midshipman 8-yard line.
Out of bounds around the 24-yard line.
Green takes off, gets the first down, slides turf. That first down is going to put the Mustangs at the Navy 26.5-yard line. Looks to be about where the ball is out of the Pistons. That is Green. To the left sideline to McCall. He picks up a short gain of 2. Now going to be 2nd down and 8.
Set him up with a 1st and goal.
Single back set. 4 receivers spread out along the field. Green drops back, looking, and then flings it deep to Cooley. Green had all day on that play, and Cooley makes a 22-yard catch on the comeback route, the deep comeback. He broke free of the defender there. Bellamy, who had the interception earlier, tricked on the route, developing late. And the result is going to be a 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Goal line set. Green drops back. And he's going to go down with a sack. There's a fumble on the play. But Powers, the halfback, the man on the spot, able to pick the ball off the turf, and SMU retains possession. As Palmer came in there and knocked the ball loose. Now 2nd and goal from the 9.
Get to that quickly, and down he goes around the 4-yard line.
That makes it 3rd and goal.
We're under the 6-minute mark now. SMU has a 2nd and goal at the Navy 9-yard line. Green drops back, looking. Out to the right to Alston. Alston picks up a few, about half the yardage they needed.
Fires quickly, and he's got his receiver
Now
for
going to
the
be
touchdown.
3rd and goal to about the 3.5-yard line.
He
Big
brings
play
his
coming
team
here.
catch total to 10.
I can see now why this quarterback calls him his favorite target. Whenever this guy's near the end zone, he gets him the ball.
Green back to pass.
And he converts
Back to
the
pass,
extra
looking,
point.
and flings it into the end zone to Thomas. Patrick Thomas picks up the touchdown on the 4-yard catch.
SMU ready to kick this one off.
And with
And
5:26
he got all
remaining,
of this one. Great
SMU retakes the 1-score lead.
kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a
They
touchback.
managed to pull off 13 plays in 46 seconds. That a deceptive stat line as the drive time gets restarted
This is a pretty
after
crucial
a
series right here,
turnover.
with things
There
being
wasn't a
so
turnover,
tight.
but it
Best
was a
players
brief
have to
scare.
step it up on both sides
And that
of the ball.
alters the length of the drive. 13 plays, I guarantee you, took a lot more than 46 seconds.
Nice run there.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Three down. 87.
He makes his way to about
Bright
the
up the
42.
gut. And Joe Bright picks up 7.
1st down.
That's going to make it 2nd and 3. 5:15 and counting on the clock. Navy goes no huddle. Audible at the line of scrimmage. Moss on the keeper. Finds a hole. Gets
He makes
tackled
it out
after
to
a
maybe
gain
the
of 10.
43-yard line.
That puts him to 14 carries for 10 yards today.
Up the middle middle for a nice game.
Another no huddle,
4
and
yards
Moss
on that
goes down
action.
after a gain of 1.
That'll make it 3rd and 5.
And Navy goes no huddle again. They're going to stay with the shotgun split
It's
big.
3rd and 5. Ball on the 47-yard line. The quarterback in the
Up
gun.
the gut to Bright.
5
He's
receivers.
tackled after a gain of 4. Now going to be 3rd down, 5 yards to go. 4:33 and counting on the clock.
Now he tries to buy some time. And he's tackled at the 46-yard line.
Gain of 7 on the play. 1st down.
3rd and 5 yards to go.
They come out in a 5-wide set.
5 receivers out on the field. Moss drops back. Looking. And runs.
Scrambling around.
Gets the 1st down
And he throws
on
it
the
away.
7-yard carry. 4:04, 4:05 on the clock. Moss rolls to his left, and he's bumped. Lucky to get the ball away.
From the
Going to be
46-yard
2nd
line.
and 10.
2nd down. Complete, brought down, nothing doing. Nothing going on that play.
Well, here I think the quarterback needs to be a little bit more patient in the pocket. That way he can allow his receivers to get downfield a little bit before he throws it.
2nd and 10. 3:57 remaining.
And this is the 8th play of the drive.
Moss back to
They'll
pass.
spread the
Finds
field with 5
Green.
wide.
Green picks up a yard. Going to be 3rd down, 9 yards to go.
He's scrambling. He's wrapped up for the sack.
This
3rd
quarterback has
and
to do
9.
a better job of avoiding the rush because sacks can be real
5
drive
receivers
killers.
out on the field. 3:27 and ticking. Moss drops back, looking. And he is brought down for the sack. It's a loss of 1. And it looks like Moss may have been hurt on the play. He had pass rushers rolling out with him. 2 defenders tackled him, one after the other. And Moss having some difficulty getting up off the turf.
Let's see if he aims for the sideline and tries to get this thing down deep in their own territory.
Looks like Moss is going to be out for what could be the
Bunch
duration
away.
of the
This
game.
looks like a line drive.
They listed as a
Little
quarter,
too much leg into
There's
that
less than a
punt.
quarter
They'll bring it out
remaining.
to the 20.
and here on 4th down, Navy forced to punt.
You know this is a real crucial time in the game. It could still go either way. Less than 3 minutes in the game.
Punt goes into the end zone. SMU is going to take over at their own 25-yard line, leading by 7. Navy has 3 timeouts and 2:47 remaining on the clock.
That'll make it 2nd and inches.
Pistol set. Green drops back. Screen pass out to Powers.
Pass back over the middle.
Powers
And they make the stop
muscles
right at
his
the
way
38-yard
to
line.
2nd and inches. And SMU stays with the no huddle. Green to the screen pass to the left. Powers picks up a block, stays in bounds. 9-yard gain, gets a 1st down for SMU with 2:31 on the clock. And still, with the no huddle, they stay.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Green drops back,
Rifles it left.
finds Alston on the right side. It's another 1st down. 14-yard gain to Nate
What you
Alston.
have to do sometimes is get your hand on the ball.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
And again, back to the no huddle. Green dropping back. Deep to the left side. Almost intercepted. That's the second time Paul
It's 2nd and
Manson
10.
has
Ball
gotten
on the
2 mitts
47.
on the ball, and the second time that he has not been able to come down with the interception.
Gets it out of
But
a
it
hurry.
does stop the
And
clock
this
with
one's going to get
2:15.
intercepted.
Nance with the interception.
That interception breathes new life into this team.
I'm not quite sure I would have made that pass. It obviously wasn't open. This quarterback's got to be more
2nd and
conservative
10.
with the ball when they have the lead.
Green
Late in the
dropping
game
back.
like this.
Another deep pass, and this time Nance makes the pick. Nance goes down immediately, and with
From their
2:10
own
on the
17-yard
clock,
line.
Jay Nance, the free
First
safety
down.
for Navy, breathes
5 guys will be
fresh
on the
life
pattern as they're in the
into the
shotgun.
midshipman. 17-yard line, 2:10 on the clock, backup quarterback in the game, down by 7 with a full complement of timeouts.
6 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Just under 2 minutes in the game.
Humphrey now in the game at quarterback.
Throws to the receiver.
He drops back.
Incomplete.
These
Flings
receivers
it to
need be
Henry.
ready because
Henry
he's
makes the
capable
catch.
of really launching some
6-yard
passes.
gain.
That one was just out of reach.
So it's 3rd down now, and they're going to need about 4.
No huddle with Navy. Humphrey gets the snap and throws it incomplete to the left side. Not sure who that was intended for.
Across the middle, intercepted. He's taken down at the 25-yard line. And that is an absolutely huge turnover for this defense.
3rd and 4 for the Middies. 1:50 on the clock.
Just a horrible decision by the quarterback trying to force that pass, especially at this point in the game.
First down, 10 yards to go.
Humphrey back and intercepted by Wilson.
He gets out to about
That's
the
the first
14-yard line.
turnover of the day for Navy on Humphrey's 3rd pass. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And Navy, with their 3 timeouts, are going to have to spend them and hope to hold SMU to a missed field goal.
That's their first of the half.
Powers breaks the tackle, gets the first down. 14-yard line now, the marker. Ronnie Hampton made the tackle there.
Touchdown, SMU!
First and 10 from the 14-yard line now for the Mustangs.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Powers on the
Reese
carry,
Davis joins us
and
in
he
the
finds
studio
pay
this
dirt.
Sunday. Reese,
We take you to Tampa now. This is
The
a
good
game
news for
we've been
SMU
watching
is they
closely
lead by
all
2
day
scores.
long.
The bad
Huskies
news for
unleash
SMU
their aerial
is
assault
that
and
the
find
percentages
pay dirt
actually
for a
go up
touchdown.
slightly. Navy
Williams has the
has a
ball
chance
on
to
tee
get
up,
a
and he's
score,
ready to kick this one off.
to carve up
He's
the
got
onside kick and get
He's
the
pushed
second
out of
score.
bounds around the 26-yard line.
It's a lot to ask, but there's enough time to get it done.
Their last drive ended with an interception. We're about to find out what the defense can do this time.
I look for the offense to come out with the same game plan as before. You don't make changes after one play.
Now he's scrambling. He gets rid of this one.
You know, when you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do is just to throw the ball into coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next time he should
Navy's
just
going to
throw
line
it
up
way out of
here.
bounds.
First and
Second
10,
down,
1:11
10 to go.
remaining, and
Ball on
5 wide
26-yard
receivers
line.
set. Humphrey
Just
drops
over a
back.
minute in the fourth quarter.
Under pressure and gets rid of the football. Just takes a handful of seconds off the clock.
Oh, and almost picked off.
Ball still at the
this is just
26-yard
amazing.
line.
You spend 6 days planning as a defensive coordinator for one guy, and then you get the other quarterback. So now what happens?
Double tight, double tight. Three down,
2 tight ends. Play action pass. Deflected by Brian McBride.
There's a strike complete. He gets hit out of bounds.
Now
around
going to be
the
3rd and
41-yard
10
line.
from the 26.
double tight. Three down, three down. Ready. Green 19. Green 19.
Complete to Henry for the first down, and he gets out of bounds. It's his 10th catch of the day for 124 yards.
From the 45-yard line. First down.
Play action by Humphrey. Another quick pass to Henry, 14 yards and out of bounds. That's going to give Navy a chance to catch their breath. Get a little bit of rest on that offensive line.
First down.
Play action to Henry to Scott this time, and Scott is tackled. Let's see if he was tackled inbounds or out of bounds. That's a close call. We'll see how it's marked. The clock is moving. And to Henry, and Henry gets out of bounds. And once again, Navy gets a chance to take a breath.
Nice catch there before he stepped out of bounds. And for Henry, he catches his 60th pass of the season.
He's become one of the real go-to guys in this offense. And when you see him out there, there's no wonder why.
From the 19-yard line. First down. We have less than a minute to go. And he's knocked out immediately after the catch. And for Henry, that catch places him in a dead heat with a team single-season record.
It's been an incredible relief for a quarterback to know he's got to target this defender.
Twin tight end,
That's why they call his
Humphrey under
numbers so
center.
long.
Play action. Throws it to Henry, and Henry is tackled out of bounds inside the 5 with 33 seconds remaining.
From the 1. Expect to see something straight up the middle. And he tackles him hard at the 2. Navy's going to have to use their second time out of the half.
That brings up second
And this is the 9th play of the current drive.
11 personnel for shipment. Humphrey looking. Brings it to Richards. Navy has to use the timeout to stop the clock, keep as many seconds on that clock as possible. Now 29 seconds left. They break the huddle on second and goal from about the 1.
The quarterback in the gun, empty backfield, 5 wide
Back to pass, finds Green, and it's incomplete. In the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Sure, it's disappointing, but this is the kind of mechanical flaw you can fix with practice and coaching.
5 receivers spread out wide.
5 wide.
Humphrey incomplete again, and now it's going to be 4th and goal. Navy with no choice but to go for it.
I'm not sure the offense had much of a choice here. It was a pretty short conversion. The defense just made a good play.
Humphrey drops back, and it's deflected. It's a turnover on downs. SMU is going to take possession at their own 1-yard line with 21 seconds left. Fountain jumps in front of Henry. The ball falls to the turf, and that should do it. Navy has one timeout. They've got SMU pinned deep.
We've got a safety, and that's the danger being backed up near the goal line.
They usually say this about defensive backs, but on offense, you
I'll
can't
mark it
let
at the
your
2.
guard down for a second,
Here with 21
especially
seconds
when
remaining.
You're backed up so close to your own goal line.
Tackle made at the 43.
Run by Powers, and he is sacked. No, he's tackled for a loss for a safety.
Receiving team.
And we're in miracle zone.
Flipping is the call, and now they'll have to find a way to make up those
Never
yards
say
right
never.
here.
Anderson on the return. There's a flag on the play. There's 11 seconds
Nothing
on the
left
clock.
here except to see the clock hit 0.
It's
A
going to be
comeback is
clipping.
just not happening. They come out on an
And so
empty
with
backfield.
11 seconds left, Navy has to score with at least a second on the clock.
They get to the quarterback and end that play before it even got started.
They have
This
to
young
score
man didn't
with
even
at
have
least
a
1
chance to
second
make
left on the
something
clock.
happen. It's tough to find your receivers when the defense is in your face like that.
It's a sack on Brandon Humphrey.
And so that's going to do it. Our final score in this one, SMU 35, Navy 23. As we take a look at the highlights, Kurt, how would you summarize the
And it
action
looks
of
like
this one?
that's going to do it.
Game, but I'm sure there's a little
SMU
disappointment
comes
down
away
there.
with the victory,
Navy had a few
35
missed
to
opportunities
23.
in this game, and I think if they could have capitalized on a few,
Navy
it
fought
would have been a lot
hard, but
closer,
when
and
it
they might
came
even
down
won
to
this
it,
game.
the injury to Peter Moss, very costly there in the fourth quarter, as Humphrey, in relief duty, throws a key interception when Navy had about 2 minutes left and 3 timeouts trying to tie the game. That interception was Navy's undoing, and the injury to Peter Moss, the culprit in that result.
This edition of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying so long.
Once again, the final score, 35-23. Take a look and see what Navy's next game is on tap. They're still very much in contention in the American Conference, despite this loss, as SMU lost last week to Southern Miss. For Week 13 action, Navy will be taking Tulane. Tulane has had a rough season this year. They're normally a bowl. Navy at 4-2 in the conference, Tulane at 2-3. Let's take a look here at the conference standings and see where that leaves Navy exactly. This broadcaster suspects that Navy still very much in the running conference. In the American West Division, Southern Miss is at 5-1, Navy is at 4-2, SMU at 4-2. Right now, we have Navy listed ahead of SMU, despite the Mustangs holding the tiebreaker. Looking at Navy's remaining schedule, I believe they still have yet to play Southern Miss. If they have played Southern Miss, I'm pretty certain they beat them. the Southern Miss falter, it'll be a three-way tie with each team having beaten each other, and a total crapshoot. Now, if Southern Miss and SMU lose, then Navy is once again in their hands. So still everything to play for. We look forward to you joining us next week as the Navy midshipmen host Tulane. They'll be glad to be back in the friendly confines of Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. As we see there, Southern Miss with a couple of teams left to play in conference play. Marshall, with a 6-4 record, certainly capable of beating Southern Miss, and Tulsa, despite the 2-8 record, a handful of close losses. Thanks again for watching this broadcast. An unfortunate result for Navy. They'll look to rebound in next week's action. And we hope you'll join us next Friday night for that exciting affair. We hope you have a good rest of the week. Take a task.